What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Here before you is a Honda 200M three-wheeler, a trike, 4 gears up. And late last night, my son came to me and said, "Dad, this is my friend's three-wheeler," and we were out just razzing around, having fun, and he said the chain came off. So down there, you can see the chain came off. So he said, "Can you fix it?" I said, "Yes, I can, but not late at night." So I figured, okay, I'll tighten this chain and I'll do it today. And I figured, well, I'll make a video of me doing this, because maybe some of you have one of these or had one of these. I had one exactly like this when I was a teenager 9,000 years ago. Okay, I had one like that. And I guess they deemed them dangerous because they were three-wheelers and they were tipping over, so they stopped production of them, stopped making them, and start making the quads. Now, by the way, guys, I have been doing a lot of work with this quad. Don't worry, I know I'm going back to the trike. Done a lot of work with this four-wheeler, and it's toasted. I fixed the rear end, and now it's smashed up by the knuckle, U-joint, whatever. And I sold it. So it's sold. Somebody has one like this and the frame is bad and they have a rear end that they're just going to throw in it, and good for them. So I took my bright night light bar off. It's right there. And I took my winch off. It's right there. And now all I have to do is just take my bottom brackets off for my snowplow. It's out there. And sold it for cheap nothing. And I even have a brand new carburetor going with this four-wheeler. The guy who bought it already has a carburetor in the box. So it's going with a new carburetor. You know, it works. The bike works perfect. It's still working in front. So if you put it in four-wheel, you can still drive it in front, but ain't doing nothing from the back. So that's that. Okay, I'm back at the three-wheeler. Relax, guys, come on. So let's push this in the garage, or you know what? I don't even think I'm going to push it in the garage, even though it's gray skies, which is no surprise. It's still nice here. It's a nice temperature. So I think I'm going to do this outside. That way we get a bit more light. So I'll set you guys up and I'll start at it. So let's jack it up a little bit. Just to get the tire off the ground. That should be good enough. So guys, use a 12mm socket. Now I could use the air wrench, but it's early in the morning here, and well, don't want to be waking people up here today. So guys, obviously the first step is to take off the tire, okay? obviously. That's your first step you do. If you don't take off the tire, well then it's kind of difficult. And I would advise trying that, to not take off the tire. And a lot of you guys are saying, why didn't I just say exactly what I have to do right at the front? Well, I'm a monetized channel. I'm pushing for my 8 minutes here, okay? So allow me that 8 minutes, if you don't mind, please. Okay, so that's my nuts off the tire. And as you can see, the kid that owns this three-wheeler has bald tires, completely bald tires. So on very, very close inspection here, you know, the chain is off, okay? So I noticed that. And another thing that you have to take off is this little casing right here. I think that's a bolt, is it? I don't know. Not quite sure why that one comes off. I can't remember. It was a long time ago, but that one has to come off. And I'm not quite sure how to do that, but anyway, I might be able to actually get away with it. We'll see. But first thing you need to do, guys, when you're installing a chain back on, you have to loosen this bolt. There's 4 bolts. This one, that one, and then up and under there's 2 more bolts. That's what allows you to shift the rear end back. And then you have the tensioner, the chain tensioner right here. That's what tightens the chain or loosens the chain. Okay, so you have the rear end bolts and the chain tightener. There's a bolt right there. If I take off this one, this will allow me to get my fingers inside. I won't need to take off this one because this is busted apparently. I can see it. Things you do for your kids, you even got to fix your kids' friends' equipment. Right, guys? Come on. I guess it's the things we have to do. Thinking that's 10 millimeter. And my thought was right. So let's see if we can get this bolt off this thing. Well, it's a good thing this was a broken case because I wasn't sure how to get this one off from the bottom. This cog is really loose. Yeah, I remember back in the day, I used to have one of these exactly like it. I also had a Honda 125. I had a Honda 110, a 200M, then I had a 250 Big Red. And then after that, the four-wheeler started to come out, and I had a few of those. There we go. It's not a lot of room here. And I mean it's not a lot of room. Let me get my screwdriver. See if I can't pop this on. Yeah. Come on, chain. Here we go. So the chain is on, and yeah, it is loose. But that sprocket is also really bad. Okay, so let's spray some PB Blaster multi-purpose on it, on the nuts. And on the bottom. $17 mil fits it. That took a while. Now I'm probably going to have to put a pipe on this because I don't know when the last time this was taken apart, but we'll see if I can do it with my hand. Hurt my finger. Wasn't so bad. Well, I guess we're gonna have to pay up for this side. This nut's gonna be tight all the way, I think. But you don't need to loosen them all the way off. Well, this tensioner is not even on the actual Just see if I can loosen this nut. This tensioner is not even on the bracket, so that's not the proper thing to have done there. And of course this nut is you know, not the easiest nut to get there. Trying to get this nut to back off a little bit. For some reason this wrench is not fitting the nut now. Something about this, guys, I'm looking at this and this bolt is bent, so it doesn't want to fit on this bracket properly. So I don't know if I can try to straighten it, because it needs to be straightened in order to fit properly. I'm gonna have to do it this way because it's the only way I know how to do it. Okay, now it'll fit on that bracket. See, that was a problem right there. That could have been slipping off the bracket. Yep, it's tightening. I can see it. It's tightening. and its tightening is starting. I think this will be good enough, guys. I think right here is good enough. Give them another little spray. I'm running out of my PB blaster. I gotta get more. So let's give these a tighten now. I didn't think I loosened it that much, but I guess I did. Put the bar on it because you want these nuts to be tight because you don't want it backing off. You don't want these nuts backing off. I almost pulled the bike off the jack. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. But I don't want the bike to fall off of it. Now we just have to tighten this other bolt. And I think we'll be in a good position to put that casing back on, that broken casing. Go. That's that. That's his. He must have cracked his casing somehow. It's been cracked for a long time, you can tell. Thankfully for me, it was cracked because easy access to get at the sprocket, the cog, or the chain, whatever you want to call it. There we go. That's that. That's pretty good, guys. That chain shouldn't fall off like that. So let's get his really good tire here. So guys, look. This is what they're riding around on, okay? Absolutely nothing left of that. Let's put this back on and find where I put his nuts. Oh yeah, right here on the jack. normally, guys, situation like that, I would put better tires on. I would probably buy a new front sprocket, new rear one, new chain. But, you know, it's not mine. It's my son's friend's. So just do the best I can with it. Put the chain back on and tighten it up. I don't think these tires will be keeping air much longer. Yeah, it came in 11 o'clock last night and said, "Dad, can you fix my friend's chain on his three-wheeler?" I said, "No, not 11 o'clock at night." Make sure the nuts are tight. My kid gets on this too. Yeah, it's a rough shaped three-wheeler, but you know what? It's just kids going out having fun. That's what it is all about. So they have the chain back on, so now you can come pick it up and wait for that front cog to mess up, because it has all kinds of play on it like that. But it is what it is. I guess it works. A couple weeks ago I welded on his shifter right there. So yeah, guys, it's a little bit of a different video, but I figured, okay, you know what, it's something I'm doing out in the garage, why not make a video of it? You have guys who haven't seen me in a bit because I've been so busy, and so I figured, okay, you guys could watch that. So please leave me a like if you liked, and you can feel free to subscribe to my channel if you wish to do so. And you can also look at my merch down below, a lot of it there. Click into it, browse around, and I'll see you on the next one.